Hello and welcome to Old Lady Plays. I'm Kate, the Old Lady, and this is the Journeyman Ep2. My goodness, this is hard. Let's get into it. So I'm going to take a second here and introduce the club vision and the club itself. You may have noticed on the thumbnail screen that we have landed at SBV Excelsior in the Netherlands, and I'm pleased with that. That's not so bad. Let's go to club info and find out where it is that we live. So, founded in 1902, they're a professional club, 2.5-star reputation, Financiën Veilig. I don't know. I don't know what that means. That's okay. Doesn't really matter. There are finances. We have a budget, not a huge one, and we've only got a small wage budget to play with, but we're not in bad shape. We just got relegated from the Eredivisie, so we are now down in the Keukenkampioen-divisie. It's gonna be hard for me to get used to saying divisie instead of division. So let's see how we do. Here we are in the team. We have OL Plays Engelse, meaning me, the English person. Aanvoerder, that's got to be my. Is that my captain? Yes, that's my captain. All right, so my captain is Sander Fischer. My vice captain Luigi Bruins. Bepalende Speler. I apologize to any Dutch-speaking people who are going to watch this. I am well aware that my accent will sound fairly German at times. I am sorry for that, especially historically. I can't really help it. I tend to read these things as the German words that I recognize them as like Spieler, obviously. But I will be trying to amend my Dutch pronunciation. If you can be kind enough to let me know when I get something badly wrong, I'd be very pleased to hear it. So, bepalende speler. That obviously is the star player. Groot talent. I am Groot? Okay. Groot talent. Okay. The Groot talent is Joel Swartz, maybe. I don't know. It's hard to say. But there he is. Yes, let's see. Where are we? In fact, we're in Rotterdam. Okay. So we're in the same town as Sparta. Okay. That's interesting to know. And club info general. Where's that's no? It's got to be here. Algemeen general, of course. Allgemeine. Yes. Here are the favored personnel, icons, and legends of the club. I've got to admit, it's a bit lucky that I ended up at a Dutch club because there's a lot of similarities to English as well, so that really helps. And by a lot of similarities, I mostly mean there's plenty of English words that are used, and if you get used to it, it's like I was saying about. Well, no, you haven't seen that yet. It was like I was saying about Grimm's Law. About a way to regularly recognize the changes between German and English. Similarly, Dutch lies in a space that is somewhat, as you might expect, physically, as well as linguistically. It lies in a space somewhere between English and German. So there are dialects of Dutch, like Frisian, which would be very easy for English speakers to understand relatively well, as long as they stick to simple topics, because the home language, the home vocabulary, tends to be very similar. Financiën, financiën veilig, meaning eigenaar. Houdt van deze club. He loves this club. I don't know why I know that's love, but it is. Hout, I don't know. Gemiddelde toegangsprijs. Okay, that's got to be average ticket price. Gemiddelde toegangsprijs. Okay, good. Gemiddelde prijs. Saisonkaart. Obviously a season ticket. And we've got 15 season ticket holders. No problem. We do not have any fierce rivals. We have two other rivals, Sparta and Dordrecht. It still sounds really German. Dordrecht. I'm sorry, Dutch people. I really do not mean to be Germanizing your language. It's not intentional. We have derbies. We have the Rijnmond derby taken against, obviously, Dordrecht. The Rotterdam derby against Feyenoord. And the Rotterdam derby against Sparta. Okay, there's two Rotterdam derbies. I guess that's true, that's fair. There's more than one London derby. Okay, so the prognose is that we will be 7th. So they think we're going to be ending 7th in the league this year. Let's Seizoensvooruitblik. For before outlook. Blik is outlook. Season outlook. The season preview. There we go. How's that? Ha 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 ha. And that's how you figure out words in a language you don't know. Here they're calling us for 2nd place. And it looks like the Graafschap, oh, this is always a tough one to say. The Graafschap are evens to win the league. We are 2-1. So that's pretty good. I'm liking our chances here. That's quite good to see. We have 2 people in the dream team, so that's not too bad. That's Luigi Bruins and E. Omarsson. Elias Mar Omarsson. He's an Icelander. Okay. Media, I don't know what. See, these are where it's going to be hard, all right? Gebalanceerd, I can figure out what gebalanceerd is for character. And Beenverkeer, I'm not sure exactly how to pronounce that. Rechts, that's right, obviously. Media omschrijving, media handling, but I don't know what spits means, so I guess we'll find out. And oh, sorry, I know I shouldn't be touching my face, but there it is. I haven't been out in a week, so I think I'm in reasonably good shape. Beoord als doelman. Doelman, I already figured out is goalkeeper. These are traits, obviously. Tikt ballen voorbij tegenstander. Tikt ballen voorbij tegenstander. He likes to take the ball past his man. Dit voegt de kans dat een speler zijn directe tegenstander op snelheid en atletisch vermogen probeert te kloppen om dan in een betere positie uit te komen. I think yes. I think that's likes to take his man on or likes to beat his man repeatedly. And probeert terug te tries tricks. Nice. So he's a little bit of a flair player. He's got some pace. Remember that I did set that tick box. So the Attributes are listed in the English order despite having Dutch names here. That is my one concession, so that I don't have to relearn all the patterns for what a good player looks like. I do that because I think that's reasonable. I don't need to speak Dutch to be able to recognize whether a player is good or has pace or whatever. So I think it's fair to say that I could leave these in that spot because, you know, I can recognize talent when I see it, kind of thing. So yeah, that's how we're doing here. I'm working on figuring out what the roles are. It's an interesting trick to try and figure out because, I mean, so I don't know what DZS means. So, all right. Flügelspitz, winger, obviously. I don't know what Spitz means, but I guess I could go find out, but that would be a slow, boring way to do this. This is more fun to just randomly try. All right, so let's have a look at the selection. I want to have a look at the team. DM is obviously goalkeeper. Let me try to remember the word. Flügelverteidiger rechts is Abdallah Aberkane. That's the right wing back. I am going to, which you will notice by now, when I start speaking Dutch, I'm going to add subtitles. I'm going to do my best to make the subtitles respect exactly what I did say rather than what I meant to say. I hope this provides a certain amount of comedy occasionally. Verdediger centrale rechts, Verdediger centrale links, Flügelverteidiger links, that's obviously wingback right or fullback right, central defender right, central defender left, central or wingback left or fullback left. MCR, MCL is pretty obvious. AMR, AML is pretty obvious. SCR, obviously. SCL, obviously. These are really pretty obvious things. We've got the best roles here for each of them, which means absolutely nothing to me, except I know that Afmacher is poacher. I figured that out by looking at what attributes were being emphasized. I haven't quite figured out what a DZS is. I think it's a deep lying forward. That's what I think based on what happens when I set someone to it. So if I put him on DZS, oh no, maybe not. I think this is a deep lying forward, isn't it? No, that's an advanced forward. That's a target man, a poacher, complete forward. I don't know what a hanging the spitz is. It's just crazy. I don't know what some of these are. False nominering. Okay, that's obviously a false 9. I'm assuming this is I don't know what that is. Maybe that's a complete forward. But what's this? I don't know. Oh my goodness, this is so hard. But we're just going to put this guy on the thing he likes best, whatever it is. You play where you like to play. How's that? That's generally speaking my approach anyway. I like to give people the situation that they prefer to have. Here's the tactic that we're going to have, and I'm going to rely on your Football Manager knowledge to not have to tell you what they mean. We are using a customized control possession game. In possession, we are playing fairly wide, not very wide, but fairly wide. We are playing out from the back. All right, we're working the ball into the box. We're making shorter passing and slower tempo. not wasting any time. All right, that's in possession. Out of possession, or in transition, I should say, we are going to be counter-pressing, just playing regularly. In the ball is when the ball is won, we're going to counter-press to win the ball back. This is to win. This is what happens when we did have won the ball. This is the goalkeeper goalkeeper in possession. Snelle, fast. Right, quick distribution, or vertraag het spel, slow down the play, maybe. Afspelen on the backs. Oh yeah, okay, so this is distribute to fullbacks, distribute to center back, obviously. Short kicks, no problem. All right. And out of possession, our defensive form. Oh, that's the offside trap, right? Yes, I don't want that. We're playing with a higher line of engagement and a higher defensive line. That may change. I'm a little worried about that high defensive line. We'll see. We've got a reasonably good goalkeeper, so I'm hoping that we'll be able to manage with that, but it's still not my preferred setup. We are hoeveelheid druk zetten, press. This is druk is press. Hoeveelheid. Don't know. Setting. Meer dringend, more urgent, I'm guessing. And prevent short goalkeeper distribution, which I'm happy to do. I like this. Geen sliding smacken. Don't make any slides. Or fella de doels ingaan. I can't quite read that. Fella de doels ingaan. I don't know. Get stuck in. That's obviously get stuck in. And we're not doing it. We have a certain amount of familiarity, bekendheid, here. So we're working on it. We got some learning to do. That's okay. We'll get there. The intensity is reasonable, but not too high. I'm happy with that. We're only going to train one, one tactic at the moment, because it was hard enough for me to set up one, let alone trying to figure out another one. So at the moment, we're just going with one tactic. Corners, this is what I wanted to see. Laat alle routines. There you go. Thank you. Okay, so we've got my set piece routine set up. I always like a short corner, so that's always ready to go. And yeah, here we are. That's verdedigen and aanval, links, rechts, so on. Selectie. All right. So here's the team. I don't know a whole lot about them. It looks like I remember now. I remember what I remembered. What I figured out. Team verslag, that's team report. Report analyst report, obviously. Assistant report, depth chart, statistics, something. Oh, facts and comparison. All right. So comparison wise, look, we're in good shape. All right. We've got some pretty good numbers all around. Our goalkeepers are excellent. There's defenders, again, excellent generally speaking. Our midfield is excellent. Our attack is a little less excellent than the others. Physically, we are great except for behendigheid. Beneden gemiddeld. Behendigheid. I have no idea what that is. But whatever it is, we're not good at it. That looks, maybe that's agility. Is that agility? And this would be balance. Maybe if I've got them in the right order. Yes, acceleration, versnelling. That makes this pace, snelheid. Yes. Natural fitness. Sprongkracht. Sprung, jumping. Jumping reach. Balance. Evenwicht. Yes, okay, evenwicht. And behendigheid obviously is agility. There we go. How's that? That's how you figure shit out. You use your knowledge of the world and the context to help you figure out what the words must mean. And again, it helps with the roots, right? I can look at this and say behendigheid. Well, hate is obviously like German height, which means ness or shun or that kind of thing, you know. Agileness, I guess this is what we would translate this as. But we use the word agility. So, but agileness would be a closer translation. All right. Evenwicht. Well, even, balance. It's even. Evenness in some manner. Balance. Sprung. Spring, sprung. Jump. Jumping reach. Right? So once you start recognizing those things, you can start figuring out Kracht is strength. So in fact, this is jumping strength. Sprungkracht. All right, jumping strength. This is jump, and you can tell because this is strength over here. So anyway, physically, other than agility, we're in really good shape. Mentally, we are in general in good shape. I'm not super happy to see that our determination is not very high. That's something I want to work on. And technically, that's corners. Hook, corner, okay? Which makes sense because then the Hook van Holland is that little cornery bit down at the, yeah, okay. The corner of Holland. That makes sense now. That makes sense. Okay, I'm learning things. How about this? I'm learning things. Hooray! All right, so I guess I wanted to show you the process of learning that I'm going through. It's been 24 minutes. I think that's enough of that. And I'm going to call it here. We'll go to my outro where I have to actually change the screen because I don't like having this screen anymore. It doesn't fit with my new aesthetic and I'll have to make some changes to it. But here we are anyway. I'll be back with an episode on Wednesday wherein we will get forward to the place where we're playing games. I've got to find a couple of right backs because we don't have any, and that's kind of a problem because I want to play that 4-2-2-2 that I just showed you. That's sort of 4-4-2 with advanced wingers, I guess. So yeah, that's how we've done in episode 2. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you've learned something. I know I have, and I hope you have a great day. Take care.